Thank you, Leon. All day, we've been gathering new information about yesterday's Amber Alert that ended in a murder-suicide. Police say Raymond Bush of Monroe County near Detroit kidnapped and killed Taylor Manley, a 15-year-old girl from Everett near Reed City. Their bodies were found in a van parked in a cemetery on the east side of the state. We spoke with Bush's brother earlier today. We're going to hear from him in a moment. But first, 24-hour News 8's Crystal Hilliard just got off the phone with another relative of the suspect. She joins us in studio. Crystal?
Susie, we're learning more about both Raymond Bush and the 15-year-old police say he kidnapped yesterday. First, we spoke to Taylor Manley's cousins over Skype. They tell us she was a fun-loving 15-year-old girl who just got caught up in a bad relationship. Her cousins were very close to her, and they tell us they didn't know anything about this relationship until these charges against the man came out. And they say when Taylor spoke about him, she really didn't say much.
She was like my little sister. You know, we did everything together when she was here in Monroe. We hung out, we went to the mall. We did what cousins do and sisters do. And he manipulated her. He played mind games with her. And you could tell by her, like, reactions around him, you know. Like, she wouldn't say nothing, like, out of line. She wouldn't talk about other guys and stuff. And now, after looking back on this, we all see, like what was going on. And like how manipulative he was with her.
Now, just moments ago, we spoke with Raymond Bush's stepmother on the phone. She tells me she believes Raymond felt sorry for the 15-year-old and then fell in love with Taylor eventually. She tells us they stayed together on weekends and they even took some trips together. She told me she does not believe her stepson would ever take Taylor against her will.
I mean, he was a great guy. He never had a record of any kind before this came up. He loved this girl.
Do you think your son had the ability to kill this girl cold-blooded?
No. Ray did not seem like that type of person.
Now, we will have much more on the story as the full autopsies come back and more details develop. Back to you guys.
Crystal, thank you. As we mentioned earlier, Bush's brother spoke with 24-hour News 8's Ken Kolker today. He provided details on the minutes leading up to the discovery of the bodies.
Among the details that 38-year-old Raymond Bush had stopped in an ex-girlfriend's house in Monroe on Wednesday with Taylor Manley's body in his minivan.
He had it in the back of the van, and he went there to drop some of the stuff off, his cell phone and some of the stuff for his son.
Then he drove to a nearby cemetery in Monroe, parked his van next to his grandparents' grave sites, and apparently shot himself. Police are calling it a murder-suicide. Clay said he was looking for his brother and the 15-year-old girl on Wednesday after hearing about the Amber Alert when he saw the van and 2 police cars.
They didn't know, you know, if he was in there alive or what, so he must have did it before they got there because they would have heard the gunshot.
Police say Bush and the girl had been in a relationship, that he even had her name tattooed on his shoulder blade.
As much as a 38-year-old man can have a relationship with a 15-year-old girl, she can't legally consent, but he wasn't not forcing himself on her.
Taylor's mother discovered the relationship and went to police, leading to a charge of third-degree sexual assault in September. Bush's brother says he bailed his brother out of jail after that arrest.
He was definitely afraid of going to jail. I mean, he was freaking out when he was in there.
On Tuesday, the girl met with Clare County prosecutor to talk about the case. She was supposed to testify against him on Wednesday. She told police about voicemails and text messages that Raymond Bush had sent her in the days leading up to her death.
I love you, please call me, text me, those types of things. He never made any threats or made threats that if she came and testified, something was going to happen to her. It was just a general, please call me.
The messages continued even after police took her phone as evidence for a new stalking charge.
It is a red flag, but we most certainly didn't expect the result that occurred.
It was on Wednesday morning, a few hours before he was supposed to be in court, that Bush kidnapped Taylor from her father's home near Everett. Police say they found pry marks on a door.
I was absolutely sick when I got the phone call that that's how this whole ordeal went down and how it ended.
Ken Kolker, 24-hour News 8.